Jolly Jolly, could you move that just a little bit more that way? Just a little bit more. A little more. Perfect. Yay. What? The podcast? Oh, hi. Hi, everyone. It has been a little while. It's been about a year. If you're new here, I am Miss Kringle. I am the daughter of Santa Claus, and I am so excited to see all of you again and to make some new friends. I've brought some more of my favorite Christmas stories to share with everyone. Today we're going to start out with one of my favorites. This one right here, Song of the Stars, A Christmas Story by Sally Lloyd-Jones. See, look at all the animals. The world was about to change forever. And it almost went by unnoticed. But the leaves that night rustled with a rumor. News rang out across the open fields. A song drifted over the hills. The wind whispered it softly in the sycamore trees that waved their moonlit branches to the sky. A barn owl took flight. Woodland creatures stirred. It's time! It's time! See, there's the barn owl and all the woodland creatures. In the pine woods, 2 deer raised their heads. A big brown bear sniffed the air. A red fox darted. The faces of little flowers lifted to the skies. It's time! It's time! See, there's the big brown bear and the fox and the deer. There's some little flowers right here. The skies shouted it to the seas, that thundered it to the waves, that roared it to the great white whales, that sang it to the starfish in the deep. And tiny sandpipers danced it on shining sands. It's time! It's time! See, the whale and all the sea animals. And see, there's the sandpipers on the sand. The running rivers bounded over boulders, and the otters clacked and played and sang to the ducklings that splashed and quacked to the salmon that leaped and leaped. See? There's the otters, and there's a salmon leaping really high right there. And there's all the little ducklings and their mom. And tiny field mice, and insects, and little creeping things, and sparrows, and robins, and every single blade of grass squeaked, and hummed, and chirped, and sang. It's time! It's time! See the mice and the birds and the bees and the grass. Oh, and look, there's even a little spider right there. Wild stallions drummed it to the ground. Get ready! Get ready! Be glad! Be glad! On a lonely peak, a lion raised his strong head and roared it out to the empty wilderness. The mighty King, the Prince of Peace. All the stars joined together in a chorus that rang out through the heavens. The bright and morning star. And on a hillside overlooking a little town, sheep nuzzled their new lambs. The Good Shepherd. Suddenly, angels lit up the whole sky, and a great choir sang it out loud. It's time! He's come! At last! He's here! And in a little town, in a little shed, in a little window, a candle flickered in the dark. See the tiny little shed back there? And there's a little light in there. I don't know if you can see that. And a tiny cry rang out in the cold night air, and high above, a single star, set in the highest heavens, shone out brighter than all the others, and poured down silver onto the little shed, a light to light up the whole world. The animals stood around his bed, and the whole earth and all the stars and the sky held its breath. The one who made us has come to live with us. And a young mother with no place to rest, nowhere to stay, kept it as a song inside her heart. Our rescuer. And they gazed in wonder at God's great gift, lying on a bed of straw, wrapped in rags, a tiny little baby. Isn't he so tiny? So cute. Heaven's son, sleeping under the stars that he made. The end. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. And make sure to go to bed on time, and we will see you tomorrow. Every year, we Kringles receive the best gift of all by spreading love and joy through the gift of generosity and giving to others. But try as we might, we can't make everyone's Christmas merry. This year has been exceptionally rough and has impacted everyone in one way or another. We would like to enlist your help this year to help make someone's Christmas just a little bit brighter. Think of it as being something like a honorary Kringle. That being said, some children and their families are spending their holiday in the hospital. And well, being in a hospital can kind of put a damper on holiday cheer. Below are linked several organizations that can help make things just a little bit better for children and their families during their stay at the hospital. Remember, you don't have to make a big donation to make a big impact. Every little donation adds up to make a big difference. If you're watching this video after the holidays, you can still make a difference. Being generous is not limited to once a year. It's a gift that can be given year-round. It's the Kringle way. From all of us at the Kringle household, thank you, and have a Merry Christmas.